Breakfast with a little bit of sass?
Come with us to enjoy breakfast at Whispering Canyon Café. So we've been seated for a little bit, and like 50's Primetime Cafe over in Hollywood Studios, this is an antiques restaurant. Now, with Disney, if you're not a person who likes antiques or really being made fun of or put on the spot, you can tell your greeter at the check-in desk to go light on the jokes, and Disney will pull back. I love the jokes. So Cindy Lou is, I think, who our server is, which I love the name. Perfect name for somebody who's working here. She just yelled at me because I was taking shots of the restaurant and I hadn't looked at the menu yet, so she pretty much yelled from across the restaurant if I knew what I wanted to eat. Love the antics, love the energy. The menu looks pretty solid, so we're excited to be here.
This resort reminds me most of Grand Californian, so I think for us it's very comfy, just coming from California. And so this is kind of very similar in the way that Grand Californian is. So we love this resort. I think this is the one we want to stay at the most. We're still balling on a budget. This won't be a tomorrow thing. We'll have to save up. There's a reason we stay at All Star every time we come down. But one day we'll stay here and it'll be fun.
I need ketchup.
That wasn't loud.
Like super loud?
Yes.
Go, Tyler.
I need ketchup!
Wow, his whole voice changed.
This is so fun. By now, you've hopefully seen that Tyler had to yell through the restaurant that he wanted ketchup, and then we received 12 bottles of ketchup, which is my favorite thing that's ever happened to us ever. But I had the Belgian waffle. The Belgian waffle was a very standard Belgian waffle, and then I had 2 links of pork sausage. It was really good. I honestly am so full, I couldn't finish it. It was a very thick waffle. No complaints, just a very standard fare. Would definitely get it again. We were told that the turkey sandwich is one of the best things on the menu, and then Tyler had the other best thing on the menu, so I'm gonna toss it over to him.
As Ann mentioned, I got the chopped bison burger. Now this is served on a house-made bun with chipotle aioli, white cheddar, thick-cut bacon, onion bacon jam, lettuce, tomato, and sweet potato fries, although they did offer me regular fries instead of the sweet potato. Now you'll notice that I did not get the lettuce or the tomato on it because we know at this point that I am picky. I also asked to get the onion jam and the aioli on the side. That way I could kind of make it a create your own. The aioli was super awesome. It had a little bit of a kick, very tangy. I loved the bison burger itself. I got it done medium rare, and it wasn't a burger that I would put in my top 3. However, it was definitely up there. Doesn't come close to the Wayfinder burger. That still seems to reign supreme. The fries were pretty solid. I loved the aioli, as I mentioned. I'm learning that I am not a big onion jam person. Overall, solid burger. So the overall vibe, I just want to touch on that real quick. Now, with Whispering Canyon Café, again, it's an antiques restaurant. If you're not somebody who likes antiques or being put on the spot, they will, as you guys saw, make you call for your own ketchup if you need it, and then they will bring you an obnoxious amount of ketchup, 12 bottles, which probably, again, still isn't enough for me. The vibes are fun. We can roll with kind of being put on the spot. However, we know that some people are a touch more sensitive out there, which is fine. Again, tell your server when you arrive, see if they can kind of pull it back, and it's Disney. They're gonna pull back on the antics. If you really don't want it, you want to watch everybody else get made fun of, they can make that happen for you. So just bear that in mind when you come to this restaurant. Now, we're here on the AP days, meaning there are discounts involved and things like that. So Ann, talk us through how much we paid for this meal.
So in total, before tip, it was $31 and
Which
some
is crazy.
change. Right, for what we had. Essentially, my meal was free. We saved about my waffle and my cup of coffee. In total, we would have spent, I think it would have been right around $50, $60. It was a pretty good little discount. I have no complaints. I opened up the bill and I went, it was $30. And we laughed because it's Disney and we expect to pay a lot more at this point, especially for like an antiques restaurant, something that's got a theme. So that was pleasantly surprising.
Yeah.
I think the big question we have, though, is do we recommend it?
I think I would.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like even if we had paid full price, this would have been a much more manageable meal than some of the other ones that we've done. I mean, especially when we've done some all you care to enjoy meals, and those are like at least 60 a person. I really enjoyed this restaurant. I enjoy the vibes, and that might differ from person to person. Anne talked about how this resort really reminds us of the Grand Californian, and so we kind of feel right at home. But ultimately, to come here and see the theming, we're still big hitters of we don't like the food in Magic Kingdom. So if you have a Magic Kingdom day and you're looking to break away, this is a really good restaurant to hop in an Uber or even a ferry, come enjoy a meal. So yes, I recommend it.
Yeah, I would recommend taking the boat over Ubering because you'd have to go back to the TTC.
Oh yeah,
So-
actually, good point.
Magic Kingdom, just walk out, boat over to Wilderness Lodge. Don't Uber, that's a whole process.
Yeah.
And that's going to do it for us here at Whispering Canyon Cafe. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, subscribe. All of our stuff's in the description if you'd like to follow us other places. But thank you guys so much. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. We look forward to shooting more of these videos, and there's really nothing else to say other than we'll see you guys at the next stop.